Buenos días a todas las personas que están conectadas a través de la página web de Colfuturo. Mi nombre es Camila Flores, soy parte del equipo de Consejería Académica y Relaciones Internacionales y les agradecemos a los que están conectados para conocer acerca de la Universidad EDHEC Business School. La idea es que durante esta sesión ustedes hagan preguntas en el chat que encuentran al lado derecho de sus pantallas y al finalizar las estaremos respondiendo. Hoy nos acompaña Adrián, que va a hacer la presentación acerca de la universidad. Bienvenido.
Gracias. Bienvenidos a todo el mundo que está ahora mirando a este webinar. ¿Puedo empezar la presentación ahora?
Sí, ahí estamos viendo la presentación.
Perfecto. Antes de empezar, quiero agradecer a Colfuturo por su ayuda, por la presentación de hoy y también por la colaboración que tenemos con ustedes. Es muy agradable de trabajar con ustedes y de aconsejar a estudiantes colombianos que quieren venir a estudiar en la EDHEC en Francia. Entonces, ahora voy a hacer la presentación en inglés totalmente, pero si ustedes tienen preguntas en español o en inglés, pueden escribirlas a los colegas de Colfuturo y vamos a contestar a estas preguntas al fin del webinar. So, we will start today with this webinar, which is Master in Management or Master of Science, Where Do I Fit? It will be hosted by me, obviously. I'm Adrian, International Admissions Manager at EDHEC. We are a team of 4 people helping students from all around the world to register at EDHEC, find the program of their choice, if it's a MIM, a Master in Management, or an MSc, a Master of Science. So today we have, during this webinar, different points. We will start with an overview of EDHEC Business School. We will have a short video. Then we will continue with an EDHEC Master Programs presentation with 3 points. First, the Masters in Management. Then we will do the information on the Masters of Science. And then, last but not least, Master in Management or Master of Science, where do you fit? What's the difference between a Master in Management and a Master of Science? And what are the advantages of both of them? And we will finish later with a question and answer session, a Q&A session, where you can ask us everything you want about EDHEC, about the life in France, the studies in France, and I will be glad to answer you as best as I can. So, first, let's start with a video introduction. It's a quick focus on the MSc Entrepreneurship and Innovation, and especially on the spirit of this Master of Science. It has 2 students doing the testimonial, answering questions, and as well as Jean-Michel Ledru, which is the program director, and it could give you a quick view of what our MSc looks like, what's the spirit of EDHEC and this MSc in particular. I don't know if you can see the video.
In a minute, we will be showing the video.
Okay, so do I have to wait for the video or do I click
Just
on
a second.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gracias.
I will tell you when the video is finished, so you can keep doing the presentation.
Thank you.
Sure.
A kingfisher, because a kingfisher goes straight to the point.
Dolphin, they are smart and they are really conscious about their environment.
India.
France.
It's a good mix of people, culture.
It will be the world.
Captain America.
Iron Man.
He was really determined.
He built the suit, he's got all the tech, he's a self-made superhero, and he's an entrepreneur.
The rainbow, because we are a program that covers all colors.
Orange. It's a mix between red, which is passion, and yellow, that is happiness.
White. You can mix any color with it and something new will absolutely come out.
Imagine all the people. We need to imagine a better future and we need to contribute to that better future.
It's my life. It's now or never. You can't quit. You just got to keep going.
Unforgettable. And that's exactly what you will feel when you are in the MSc in entrepreneurship.
Gandhi. This is the person who made a difference in the world using non-violence.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, having this vision of the word radical, is something that we are taught when we are in this master.
Basketball, fast going, high level of skills, teamwork.
Yoga. It just keeps your mind calm.
Basketball, even though you have to pass the ball, you always need to focus on how you can perform the best.
When you reach the top of the mountain, carry on climbing.
Be the difference that you want to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi.
Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited, and imagination encircles the world.
Dexter, from Dexter's Lab. We're always trying to make new things, new inventions, creations.
Harvey Specter, he loves challenges. He always finds a way to win.
The big smile.
The one that is wrinkled the eye.
The smiley with star eyes.
Okay, Adrian, you can now keep doing the presentation.
Thank you. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. We can now carry on with this webinar presentation, and I will now speak of our different campuses, of EDHEC Business School in the world. As you know, it's one of the oldest business schools in France. EDHEC was created in 1906, so it has been more than 100 years old that we exist as a business school. We are really proud of it, and we really evolved since the creation, of course, obviously. We have now 3 campuses in France, one in Lille, one in Nice, and one in Paris, and 2 campuses abroad, one in London and one in Singapore. The campuses of Lille and the campuses of Nice are mainly for our bachelor's and master's degrees, whereas London and Singapore and Paris are for executive education. But we also have executive education on Lille and Nice as well, and we also have a master's degree, an MSc in London, in our London campus. We also have offices abroad. EDHEC can count on different agents in the world that can meet with students interested in studies in EDHEC, at EDHEC in France. We have an agent in India, in Mumbai, one in Moscow, one in Shanghai, and one in New York. And they meet on a regular basis with students who are looking for advices about their studies, their master's studies, for example, or their bachelor studies. So we are really ready to help anyone that has questions regarding their education in France. Next, we have the different rankings of EDHEC Business School. The first one is the ranking of the Financial Times 2019, which ranked us 14 out of 95 best business schools in Europe. We are really proud of this one. Still, the Financial Times back in 2018 ranked us number 3 for our Masters in Finance worldwide. This has been a huge interest. It was really positive point for us, as it proves the quality of the teachings of the MSc, Financial Markets, and the Masters in Finance in general of EDHEC. It's really one of our best and strongest points. Still, the Financial Times in 2019 ranked us top 20 out of top 100 in the Master in Management programs worldwide still. And we were ranked first business school in France by the U Multi-Rank ranking in 2019. So last year, it's a ranking created by the European Commission. So it's really one that you can trust to help you choose your best business school. And then one important point that I want to highlight is that all of our programs are taught in English. So we expect, obviously, our students to speak English at a really good level. as all of our MSCs, Masters of Science, and all of our Masters in Management are taught in English from the beginning to the end. But that does not mean you cannot practice your French during your studies at EDHEC, as we offer free French classes all along the year to our students in Lille and in Nice. And finally, we have the triple accreditation from Aacsb, AMBA, and EQUIS, which is a good recognition as well of the quality of the teachings at EDHEC, not only in the Master in Finance, but also in the Masters in Business Management and our Bachelor degrees and our MBAs as well. So to follow, we have a quick overview of the presence of EDHEC in worldwide. That means mainly the partnerships of EDHEC with other universities. We offer more than 245 exchanges and double degrees between EDHEC and partners. I will show you afterwards on the next slide the different academic partners of EDHEC. But you have double degrees, you have classical semester exchanges. You can also count on more than 150 ambassadors worldwide. You also have 80 international clubs in the world for alumni, but not only. And you can also count on them to help you and give you advice about your studies, about the master that you want to choose at EDHEC. Voilà. If you want to have more information about the list of the possible double degrees and exchange programs, you can go on our website. You have all the necessary informations. So here is the list of the partnerships we have that I was speaking of. For example, you have Berkeley has and SKK GSB. Berkeley has is at the University of California, and SKK is Sungkyun Kwan, which is in Korea. These two are part of our Master in Management, Global Economic Transformation and Technology. I will tell you more about this one, but it's a 3-year program on 3 different countries. You go to Paris, you go to Seoul, and then you go to California, to UC California, Berkeley. We also have a double degree with the MIT Management Sloan School. It's a really interesting one. This one, we are really proud of it. It's an excellent double degree, and it also requires an excellent level of the students. The selection is extremely competitive, but we count on our EDHEC students to give the best of themselves to apply to this kind of program. And after that, we have other exchanges, the Yale School of Management, Nanyang Technological University in Singapore, we have KAIST in Korea, LSE in London, and the other ones, as you can see, in the same time as me on the screen. Just after this, the impact of EDHEC on careers. Here are the different partnerships we have between EDHEC and between worldwide companies, such as Amazon, BIC. You have banks such as BNP Paribas, Crédit Agricole. You also have Rothschild and Société Générale. And we also have particular partnerships, for example, companies that will patronize specific MSCs. For example, PwC and Société Générale are helping constructing and discussing with program directors of several MSCs in the financial economics track. We also work with Natixis, with Microsoft, LVMH, so it's quite a large panel of companies. You have, I think, you cover lots of things company-wise. You really have a lot of different things, even Decathlon for sports companies. After that, a quick word on our alumni network. So you can count once you graduate out of EDHEC with an MSc, with an MBA, with a Master in Management, with a Bachelor of Business Administration, you become an alumnus of EDHEC, and you become part of a network strong of 46,000 alumni in, if I have to say, in all of the countries of the world. We are everywhere, if I can say that. So you can always meet with alumni from a specific country if you want some help regarding about, for example, you want to find a job in Colombia, you want to find a job in Brazil, in the US, in China, in Japan. You can always count on the alumni network to find a student that has graduated from your diploma at EDHEC and found a job in this country, and you can always discuss with them to know how was the program, to get some help during your research, all kind of advices. An important fact on this slide is this one: 1 out of 2 students find a job before leaving campus. It's even more true with our Masters in Management and Masters of Science, as we in both these programs we have strong mandatory internships, and we really count on these internships to help you define your career plan and develop your alumni network, your network as it is. And lots of our students find a job during this internship. So it's a really important one, and you can count on this to help you find a job. After that, a quick overview of the studies at EDHEC. We have 13 Masters of Science in total. We have 1 MBA, 1 PhD in Finance. We have 1 Master in Management, offered in 2 different tracks. You have the Financial Economics tracks and the Business Management tracks. And after that, you also have our bachelor programs. You can see on the bottom left part the MIM, the EDHEC Master in Management, in 3 years. You have, I will tell you more about this later. You have the first academic year, you have then the gap year, and then you have the second academic year. And you have as well EDHEC Masters of Science, so our MSc, which are in 1 year. And then the PhD at least 3 years after graduating from the master's level. And if you want, if you want more information about our whole portfolio of programs from the Master of Science to the MBA to the bachelor's, you can always go on our website to take a look at them and get specific information. Now we will speak about our different campuses and Masters in Management and Masters of Science. What you see here is the campus of Lille. It's in the north of France. If you want, you can go in 1 hour to Paris by train. You can go to Brussels in 1 hour as well with the train. You can even go to London by plane, by train as well. It's a really good campus. It's quite open. It's green. You have lots of space to enjoy yourself. You can take a break outside if you want. We have on-campus facilities, accommodation as well. That's easier for our international students to have these on-campus accommodations. It's easier for them to go then to the classes, to the classrooms on the campus. We have sports facilities as well, and you have a really strong student association life on this campus. So, what can you find in Lille? You can find all the Masters in Management, Business Management track. That means all that is related to business management will always be in Lille. For example, so how does the Master in Management work? It works as it's stated here. You have the first year, which is called the foundation year. During this year, you will learn the fundamentals of business management, so all the basics. You will have strong foundations to allow you to find during the gap year, the exchange or professional immersion year, to help you find an internship. And when we want you to find an internship, we help you define your career plan. We help you find the best internship that you can have, the one that really suits you, that will correspond to what you want to do later, and we will help you. We will redirect you, for example, to our career center, which can help you write your motivation letter. They can help you with your CV as well. They can do mock interviews. So during this gap year, you can find 2 internships of 6 months each. And you can start to build, as I said earlier, to build your network. You can start to build your network, to accumulate experience as well. It's really important. And if you want, you can do 6 months internship and then 6 months exchange semester abroad. So it's really as you want, 2 internships or 1 internship and 1 semester abroad. Then you will keep on doing the masters during the last year, the last academic year, which is called the advanced, the specialization year. You return for your final year of studies and you specialize yourself from a choice of the other MSCs that we have in business management, strategy consulting and digital transformation, marketing management, entrepreneurship and innovation, the LLM in law and tax management, creative business and social innovation, global and sustainable business, and finally, the data analytics and artificial intelligence. So during the first year, you have all the fundamentals. Then you accumulate your professional, your work experience during your internship in the gap year. And then finally, during the last year, you have your specialization. And these different MSCs will allow you to have careers, as it is written here, in luxury brands such as LVMH, as I said earlier, services, international corporations, cultural bodies, consulting firms, etc., etc. And just to go back on it once more, it is in Lille for all that is related to business management. Now we can carry on with the Nice campus. So this one is at the opposite of France. If you look at the map of France, you have Lille at the top and you have Nice at the bottom. So Nice is the Nice campus is quite new. It's I would not say brand new. We have an old part and a new part, and the two are mixed together. It's really a beautiful building, as you can see, with big panel of glasses. It's colorful. We have palm trees as well. It's a really sunny region. It's extremely interesting. If you like sun, you have a view from the terrace. You can see the sea, which is a strong point, really. It's not all campuses have this kind of view. And on this campus, which is close to Italy, you can find all the masters related to financial economics. So, for example, the Master in Management Financial Economic tracks, it's the same construction as the Business Management track, as I said earlier. First year, you have the foundation year, you will have the fundamentals of finance, you will go through the basics of finance regarding you have econometrics, you have microeconomics, macroeconomics, etc., lots of things. Then you have the gap year, during which you can do one internship, one semester abroad, or two internships of 6 months. And then the final year, the specialization year, you can choose a specialization in either financial markets, or corporate finance and banking, or risk and finance, or international accounting and finance. And this Master in Management, this diploma, allows you to do careers in banking, investment banking, private banking, consulting, corporate finance, finance control, etc. We have close ties with the CFA Institute as well, who is helping us constructing some of our MSCs according to specific topics. You can find more information about this later. And as I said earlier, this program is in Nice. So this one is the campus of EDHEC in Paris. It's in the heart of Paris. You can find in this campus the first semester of the Master in Management, Global Economic Transformation and Technology. And you can also find executive education, so classes and diplomas for executives. So if you go there, that will be only for the MIM GETT, the MIM GET, Global Economic Transformation and Technology. And it's a really beautiful one. So speaking of the MIM GET, it's a 3-year program, but it's not the same as the MIM Financial Economics and the MIM Business Management. During the first year, you will have the first semester in EDHEC Business School in the campus of Paris. Then you will have the second semester of the first year in Sungkyun Kwan Graduate School of Business. It's in Seoul, in the Korean capital. It's quite a good year. You have the occasion to visit 2 capitals, 2 main cities of 2 main countries in the world. Quite a good opportunity. Then, following this 2 semesters, you have the professional immersion So the same as the MIM fee, financial economics, and the MIM BM, business management, either 6 months internship and 6 months semester abroad, or 2 6 months internship. And then you will finish with the 2 last semesters, the last semesters of the MIM GET. 1 year in the Haas School of Business at the University of California at Berkeley in the US. So we all know San Francisco, how beautiful it is, how famous it is worldwide. So it gives you this MIM GET gives you the opportunity to spend a whole year in Berkeley Haas School of Business at UC Berkeley. Next, we have our Masters of Science. So I will speak in this slide of both the business management track and the financial economic tracks. These Masters of Science, these MSCs, are constructed as follows. From September to May, you have the courseworks. You have the theoretical classes where you learn specific knowledge and skills and know-how according to the MSc you choose, either in financial economics or in business management. As it is written, you will follow a combination of core modules and seminar, which will specialize you in your chosen concentration. And then from June from June onwards, it can be an internship of 3 to 6 months. So from June to September or June to December. You can have a 3 to 6 months internship to get the necessary work experience according to the MSc you choose, to apply to have an internship in a company related, in a field related to your MSc. So, to give you more details, in finance we have 5 MSCs, 5 Masters of Science. We have the corporate finance and banking, the international accounting and finance, the risk and finance MSc, the MSc in finance, and the MSc in financial markets. Just one particular case, the risk and finance Master of Science is not taught in Nice, it's taught part-time in London, in our London campus. It's a part-time MSc, meaning you at the same time you study and you work in a company. And then in the business management track, we have a choice of 8 Master of Science programs. The ones I said earlier: strategy consulting and digital transformation, marketing management, entrepreneurship and innovation, an LLM in law and tax management, creative business and social innovation, global and sustainable business, management studies, and data analytics and artificial intelligence. And these MSCs, of course, are taught in Lille. So you can wonder, how can I choose between a Master in Management and a Master of Science? What's the difference between the two of them? What are the advantages of both programs? This table will give you a quick look at the main differences, but we will go through them together. So for the MIM, program structure, as I said earlier, 2 academic years plus 1 year internship in between the 2 academic years. So you have the academic year, gap year, and the last academic year. During this MIM, you have lectures, you have case studies, you have group works, seminars, thesis and master project, and a strong emphasis on fundamental aspects of the domain you choose. The fundamental aspects of business management, for example, and the fundamental aspects of financial economics, if you choose the MIM fee. Regarding the admissions, we usually diversified backgrounds, of course, and professionals with less than 2 years of work experience. It's a master aimed at students who do not have work experience for the moment, or not a lot. As we plan to help this person who have little to no work experience to acquire, to get this work experience during the 1 year internship during the MIM. We accept students, we expect our students after graduating from this Master in Management to have entry-level positions in top companies, of course. And regarding the MSc, It's a one-year program. So you have 9 months of classes and 3 to 6 months internship. You have lectures, you have case studies, you have seminars, thesis, and master project, and you have that is the main difference with the next point with the main difference compared to the MIM. You have advanced courses, you have specialized courses on the specific field that you choose. It's not a general one, it's not fundamental aspects of financial economics, for example, or business management. This will be specialized courses, classes on, for example, corporate finance. You will have classes, for example, on financial management, on accounting, on really specific things. Regarding admissions, usually we offer admission to students who have work experience between 2 and 4 years, as they do not need maybe as much internship as students that do not have work experience would need. We offer them specialization, so acquiring new skills that they do not have to continue their career with these new skills and knowledge. And regarding the career, entry-level and middle-level positions in top companies. Contrary to the MIM, which is an entry-level position in top companies. So I hope it's quite clear. If you have questions on the difference between MIM and MSc, feel free to send us an email and ask your questions. Now we can go on this important slide. I think that's one of the most important of today, how to build a good application file. And the requirements, especially. So we require the students, the applicants, to have at least a 3-year BA, a 3-year bachelor degree, and for some programs we require absolutely, it's mandatory, a 4-year degree. It depends of the MSc or of the MSc you choose. You will have to send us as well your CV in English, your letter of motivation in English. You can always send us your awards, scholarships that you obtained previously, certificates, achievements that prove that you have an excellent file. If you have extracurricular activities that you are proud of, feel free to send them to us. It can help us evaluate your profile, help us understand who you are, what you want. Yes, that's it. And you can send us as well the transcript and degrees that you obtain. So full transcript from your bachelor degree, from your master's degree, if you have master's degree, as well as the English proficiency test. As I said, all the classes are in English. So we require our students to send us an English test. It can be IELTS, it can be TOEIC, it can be TOEFL. And for some programs, we require the GMAT or the GRE test report. Some of our programs do not require it, but you can see this on our website and you can discuss this with us later. And finally, 2 recommendation letters. They can be from one teacher and from one person who you worked with, a professional referee. Or it can be 2 teachers or 2 professional referees, for example. It's as you want, as long as we have 2 recommendation letters. We also have scholarships at EDHEC. I will tell you more about this just later, just after. You have to fill in a specific form, an application form, at the same time as you are submitting your application. And if you need to apply, you can do it online on edhec.edu, and you can contact us at this email address, international.admissions@edhec.edu. So about the scholarships, as I was saying just before, we are quite proud of our commitment to providing an education accessible to everyone. That means we understand the financial pressure that many students may face, that their families may face as well, which is why at EDHEC we created a certain number of scholarships for EDHEC students and for applicants as well. These scholarships are aimed at excellent profile students, of course, to high-performing students with an excellent academic background, an excellent GPA as well, and evidence of strong motivation and a clear career objective. That means we want to be sure that you know what you want to do later, that the program you choose is the one that will help you achieve these objectives, that you are sure what you want to do. The selection for the scholarships is based on a complete review of your application file, and that means all of the documents. So that's why I want to insist, do not hesitate to send us if you had any awards or scholarships or other things, or rewards, for example. These scholarships can be from 15 to 20 to 30% maximum of the tuition fees. And we can add as well that EDHEC has signed an agreement with Colfuturo, which grants the first two Colombian students admitted at EDHEC and selected by Colfuturo as well. It's important to specify it, to highlight it, to get a 30% scholarship automatically. And for all other students who are selected by Colfuturo and who are selected by EDHEC as well, who are admitted at EDHEC, they will get a 20% discount. So it's important to remember this if you want to get this 20% discount or this 30% scholarship as well. Discuss with Colfuturo, they will help you, and we will also help you regarding your application. How do you prepare your application? Finding the right fit. Finding the right fit, as I said earlier, why do you want this program? Why do you choose EDHEC? How this program will help you achieve your career plan, help you get the job of your dreams. Familiarize yourself with the school's program. Take a look at the different classes, at the faculty members, at the research, for example. You can map out your application timeline. First, prepare your GMAT. Make sure you have all the documents you need to apply. Be aware of the deadlines for application. You can go back on this. If you can ask me the deadlines of the different scholarships, I can tell them later. Use the school's FAQs page. We have lots of frequently asked questions on this. You can already find some answers, and you can also contact us, the admissions manager, at the email address international.admissions@edhec.edu to ask us questions. You can send us your files, and we will help you as best as we can. Now, we can go and see your questions and try to answer them. So I hope you prepared yourself as much as I did. Thank you for listening to me.
Adrien, thank you so much for your presentation. We will now start asking the questions.
Okay.
So the first one is, I want to understand the difference between the Master in Management and the MBA program. Thank you. Catalina asked this question.
Okay, thank you, Catalina. So the difference between the Master in Management and the MBA would be the work experience. As I said in the presentation, for the MIM, we usually accept students who have up to 4 years of work experience. And if they have more than 4 years of work experience, usually we redirect them to the MBA, which would be more suitable for them, as they would be first, the average age of our students in the MIM and in the MSCs is quite young. It's 21 to 23 years old. And the average age in the MBA would be 30, 32. So that would be more interesting for them. They would be with the students who would have a more similar profile to them, with lots of work experience. I think, yes, that would be more interesting for them. For the MSc, the average age would be 23, 27. I think I answered the question
yes,
satisfyingly.
Thank you. Are the requirements on how to build a good application the same or different to win a scholarship?
No, it depends on the profile of the student, of the applicant, of the student. As I said, we look for the scholarships. We look for excellent profile students with an excellent GPA, with really a really interesting profile regarding the GPA, the GMAT when required, the extracurricular activities. If the student already has scholarships previously, if they obtain awards or rewards in high school or during their bachelor degree, for example. And we also want them to have an excellent English level as well. So overall, an excellent profile for the students. It's it's the same application process. If you want to apply for a scholarship or not, the same documents are required.
Okay, thank you. Astrid asks if the Colfuturos scholarship works for any campuses you have and for any master program.
Yes, it does, indeed. It's for all of our programs. There is no discrimination, if I can say this, and all of the scholarship in general. The 15% scholarship, the 20% scholarship, and the 30% scholarship, and the Colfuturo scholarship, it's for all programs. We do not reserve a scholarship for a specific program.
And regarding to this last question, how do you choose the first 2 students for the Colfuturo scholarship? That is about the 30% discount.
You will have to take a look at the Colfuturo agreements. You have a selection process, which is quite the same as usual. The selection process is always made by EDHEC, but Colfuturo select as well students. And one important point is that this Colfuturo scholarship is of 30% is for the 2 first Colombian students selected by Colfuturo and selected by EDHEC as well. And then after that, all the other students applying at EDHEC and selected by Colfuturo will get a 20% discount.
Okay, thank you. The next question is, what is the difference between the global MBA and executive MBA?
That's a really specific question. The executive MBA means they work at the same time as their studies. And for more information, I can only invite you to take a look at the MBA website. You have the email address of my colleagues of the admissions of the MBA who will help you and answer these kind of questions more precisely.
Okay, thank you. And for the last question, what is the score for the IELTS test as a requirement?
It's we ask for a minimum of 6.5 for the IELTS. For the TOEIC, that would be 850, and for the TOEFL, that would be 92, excuse me.
Okay, Adrián, thank you so much for this presentation and for talking about the EDHEC Business School.
Muchas gracias a todos. Si ustedes tienen otras preguntas, pueden mandármelas a la al correo electrónico que está en la pantalla ahora. International.admissions with an S at edhec.edu. And we will help you as best as we can, me and my colleagues.
Of course. Thank you so much. We will be sending the YouTube video of this presentation to everyone that is subscribed, and you can ask any questions at his email.
Perfecto. Gracias a todos.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.